Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Lane, the one and only Master Propaganda Heroes like Defender of the Fatherland of it, or 1v1 on Faymonville Approach. Northwest of this FeriG, the man who puts the G's in the ferries. Fighting here for the Deutsches, actually in the southeast, in northwest is DevM, but in the southeast is FeriG, fighting here for the German army. Setting out with the 16th Panzer and Italian combined arms bikes and Bestiary. In the north it is DevM with a barrack start. Airborne though, but he's actually airdropping in his 30 cals there. Talk about efficiency. Setting out here with the forces of democracy, the 82nd Airborne pushing forwards here. Bike right about to hit here for Mr. FeriG. So we are setting out in a variety of directions. Broad approach here. Of course, FeriG with this kind of opening can grab points extra fast because the best area hit the field immediately, but also the automatic sprint means they can just cross the gaps between the points pretty fast. Even if they don't capture them necessarily directly fast, they cut down a lot of the transport speed in a sense. So, got the northern field point here, pushing up the center, 30 cavalry positioning, though of course staying within distance here. We can see there FeriG going aggressively. He knows his opponent has gone for the machine gun, so he's probably just trying to figure out, like, how to catch it off guard here. Second best air squad out there for FeriG, but for now decides to fall back, having seen, of course, the 30 cal actually coming to the point in a more tricky to flank position because they have to, like, either go really deep here and counter other stuff, at which point the 30 cal can deal with it. North Scouts basically grabbing in there. You could, of course, rush in a best air squad them from another angle again, relying again on their high movement speed as they just sprint forwards. 30 caling southwards. This could lead back to them really opening to a flank for FeriG, and there you go. 30 cal spotted. Rifleman supporting now. Almost got the southern munitions. Will FeriG seize upon this opportunity, or will FeriG, like, okay, 30 cal's already moving. I think he spotted that with a bike. How will FeriG respond? What will DevM do next? He's got a second rifle squad coming out there as well. Not surprised to see more 30 cals down the road. Up north here, Panzer got the northern victory point bike heavily damaged. And there you go, 30 cal. Narrowly dodged here. FeriG just hits the retreat button like his life depended on it. I mean, his men's life do, but not FeriG unless he's gone for some, like, really creative modding and hooked something up to himself. 30 cal there, engaging the Bestiary. They quickly dodging up. We got a third squad out here. Third round squad for DevM there. Go catching 30 cal. Has to withdraw again. Like, just without something else really help here, or a way to get close to at least, so can't easily just gun it down there. It's got to be a tough hit for FeriG. DevM still in the supply lines. Third round squad almost done. Scouts have been engaged. Keeping up pressure. So, will FeriG be taken up next? I mean, typically most DAK players will, like, actually have taken up by the second best area squad. But, I mean, he could be planning feet, but yeah, we go. Do get the check finally. Can also bolster soon-ish, I imagine. Just since withdrawing here, engagement just not going his way. He could have kept fighting, but it would just been a waste of manpower. So I think FeriG is making the smarter move there against DevM. And FeriG, they're trying to sever their opponent's fuel lines up north, but is quickly reminded by DevM that is not what you're supposed to do there. Well, you are technically against the Germans, but the Americans are going to be mightily upset about that, as you saw. So, infantry supports in there for DevM. FeriG with the fire support elements. Of course, unlocks flak feelings and the supporting elements, but also unlocks grenades for the Bestiary, and they do benefit from it. We also got the bolt sound grape as now as a possibility, but so far, not going for it. But he could. Could, of course, be that DevM has other plans here versus DevM. Well, obviously, he's going for the MD-34. DevM, meanwhile, not airdropping in more 30 cals for now. Large one trouble being focused down by several sides here. Bit of a bad engagement. As you can see there, too many sources of fire upon a single unit, particularly with a bike, which increased the damage taken in a sense. Paratroopers could be airdropped here by DevM. Maybe, maybe not. Hard to say. They typically see paratroopers, they're going hard on the Pathfinders and 30 cals, and then using the paratroopers to, like, really, like, perform more heavy infantry duties. Whereas if they're going for riflemen, they're typically less likely to go for the paratroopers. Meanwhile, DevM with the motor pool. Definitely determined to ignore the weapon support center here. Could also just wait for the anti-tankers to be airdropped, but versus the DAK, that can of course be a bit risky if the timings don't work out for you. So, FeriG's got the tech they're going. Can start dropping grenades down DevM. We're not seeing any sort of immediate developments there out of the FeriG though. No bolsters. No additional sign to attack. There go grenade off, and there you go, straight into it, taking a massive amount of damage. And we got the flak feeling there for FeriG, as expected in the end. I'm a bit surprised though. I mean, he's had the best out for a while there now, and certainly he's also had one command point for a bit of while here, but we haven't yet seen the bolts at all for them. Like most DAK players do tend to like having that bolt on it, since 6-man best air squads tends to be fairly handy to have. But for now, FeriG there is not keen on it. Again, he might have other plans, he might not be thinking about it, we will never know, but certainly worth pointing out. DevM with the Greyhound, the M8 armored car. For the south base area poking it, and we've got scouts as well there. Now we've got the flak filling out, and of course right now DevM does not have like any significant anti-tank assets. He could airdrop an anti-tank gun, he's still got the Greyhound, which won't be too far off. He could also cancel it for Chaffee if he like really wants that flak filling kaput. If he truly wishes to see it burn, DevM is definitely not lacking in options there. And here's worth noting, he actually went for the reconnaissance run instead of the anti-tank gun drop. So either he's just not really thinking this, or he just doesn't really see the flak filling as a big threat at the moment. He's got the grenade out in a bit here, so that is actually worth noting there. In particular, since of course FeriG can respond to, you know, DevM's M8 Greyhound with the calling in a Panzerjäger Gruppe. So there we go, Panzerjäger's called in. But for now, DevM goes in aggressively in the name of freedom and democracy, liberty. Shoots, flak filling there, slamming off shots there from front llama. Vertical there. In trouble with the MD-34 rather than pushing forward to Grain moving as well there. Panzer's pulling in. Good pressure by FeriG, and DevM hurting his economy a fair bit there. Thumbs up, good play. Do need to be careful with that MD-34 here. It's starting to take damage, and there's only one door to get out of, so the longer it sticks around here, the higher the chances when it finally vacates the premises, like, you know, gets one-shotted right on the doorstep there. So, bit risky there, but does pay out there for FeriG. Despite everything there, the odds could have gone against him. DevM with a bit of aero reconnaissance. We've got the supply drop here. Really not interesting. The anti-tank gun drop is intriguing, to say the least. Continue pressure here. Greyhound in heavy need repairs. Feel like DevM is pushing his luck a bit here. And FeriG is just keeping up that pressure, hurting the economy there. We got the medical station only for DevM. Actually, a bit of surprise that hits only now, but not like it's wildly late, but most players I feel like would have had it out a bit earlier than that. Con's aircraft knocked out of the skies there. Massive explosion there. As I guess they rented it from a Michael Bay movie. Fixing up the Greyhound, the engineers hard at work. Patching up holes. And yeah, we do in fact see FeriG actually having a plan there. It is the right-hand branch. Some event there, of course, unlocked. Not that he probably needs it, but he's like he's going to push for M1340s here versus DevM. So that definitely explains why he's not like going for any of the upgrades for Zabezjeri. He's much more focused on tanks and other fun bits here versus DevM. And so far, FeriG is maintaining a strong just grasp on the map here, and certainly being able just to pour in a fair amount of light. The armored tanks here is not a bad idea because they are fairly cost effective. When you've got the lead, they can make that lead last a bit longer and give you more room to further keep your opponent's head down in the mud. There you go. And back, FeriG calls in the Italian M1340 medium tank. Equipped with a 47mm gun. So I'm thinking about that. And there we go. Air reconnaissance again there. Further up north here, M1340 diving in here. Again, DevM not being exactly having the anti-tank weapons here is really starting to become a bit of a problem, to put it generously.
We have lost control of the victory point.
As for the flak feeling and an Italian tank there, the situation for DevM is starting to get significantly more problematic. Threats are building up that he can't easily answer. And that's only going to get worse at this rate. Because FeriG already has the fuel for another M1340. And DevM just still only really has the Greyhound to try and hold all of this. So, I'm very much looking forward to seeing how exactly DevM decides to respond to this. He's going for the anti-tank and finally not airdropping it, just building it. Bessier heading northwards. Rather than they're busy grabbing points. Certainly also got a good lead here from FeriG over DevM. So far, FeriG's really had a good start here, though part of it certainly is just DevM's muted response here, I think, to the light vehicles. I think most USF players would have been a bit more aggressive in trying to come out and counter to the M1340, or just the flak feeling for that matter. That does stand out a wee bit. 30 cal setting up right from Bessier, Panzerjägers all clashing across the center. Flakfield, of course, providing excellent heavy firepower, really putting DevM's men there into the dirt. South side, bikes and tanks here, sweeping in there, catching some southern outriders here from DevM's forces here. Slamming into the rifleman, the GIs with its 47mm gun. Adopted from a Italian anti-tank gun. Fun fact there. Oh, pretty standard stuff actually for most tanks, just adopting an anti-tank gun as his main gun. Some other gun.
Not exactly loud or clear. Laying mines here. Grab them. What do you need?
Up there for the southern point. Can soon go for another tank. DevM meanwhile there. Scouts anti-tanking out. Got more air reconnaissance. Clearly not fearing the flak feeling. And there you go, Flakfin there being hit by the anti-tank and could get another shot in here. Got right out of the arc of fire. Incredible luck there for FeriG, or just, standard anti-tank and stuff. Tank there scoring a flanking hit on the 30 cal, taking out DevM's machine gun team. Pretty good there, setting up and destroying it. DevM will need to get his hands to that 30 cal before the Germans, or in this case the Italians, try and manage to destroy it. The absolute indignity there. Shattering news there for American Company Command. As to learn, their machine gun has been destroyed by those foul Germans and Italians. Up north here, Captain in a bit of trouble in his own, lacking any heavier support here. He's definitely not in a great spot for dealing with that particular type of forces there. Going for the cut-off points. He really needs fuel though, and certainly better map control here. But FeriG's just doing such an excellent job just disrupting and messing with DevM's map control here that DevM is just not getting near as many resources as FeriG. Now he actually goes for the bolts instead of then packed of steel to make his future M1340s, for example, cheaper. Interesting choices there by FeriG. And there you go, Pack 38, the Panzerabwehrkanone 38. Yeah, seeing though DevM starting to get more and more control back here across the map from FeriG, and we do get the M24 Chaffee in the end. Panzer's poking the noses in. Northie Greyhound going to find some easy targets. Spotting and machine gun crew isolated from the rest here of FeriG's forces. DevM sets about extracting them from the hideout. But we got Panzer's minute catching the Greyhound. Engineers has support tilling down mines here. Good spot here. Bit of a bottleneck area, so more likely to easily predict where the unit might go and thus mine that area. No, cancels the Chaffee here. Actually, might planning tank depot then? Got the best air there with a Breda Modelo 30, so FeriG is doing a bit of a 180. No, he goes for the Chaffee again. No, he cancels it. DevM here, seemingly having a bit of a moment of uncertainty. Not entirely sure where to take this next against FeriG. Which is definitely good news for FeriG, unless like, it just turns to like DevM just getting divine inspiration and an epiphany. I'm just completely beating the stuffing out of FeriG here. But otherwise, like an opponent just not being entirely sure where to go with definitely helps you out, as that kind of command paralysis can just allow you to like just further make advances and just not get like necessarily countered. So definitely a bit dangerous there for DevM to be suffering through this. Machine gun up north finally evicted from the premises. Victory points wise, FeriG has got a staggering lead here with DevM now. 463 is under 49 is quite the gap there. And one that's gonna require a fair bit of effort now from DevM to like really close and turn around. So we'll have to see if DevM can like, you know, get there. Can he reach through the fog of war here and like somehow deliver an absolutely crashing blow there to FeriG's base? We do get the tank depot and the Panzer commander now on the way for both players, so DevM has sort of, shall we say, switched up his perspective. He is aiming now for tanks just like FeriG, who's clearly, ultimately, not intending to overcommit to the M1340 and try and close out the match fast. FeriG here signaling he's willing to, like, you know, go for, like, you know, perhaps a bit longer match, but at the same time an increased chance of just making sure he does win, since overcommitment to M1340s has its advantages. But if DevM counters correctly, FeriG can very quickly find himself, like, out of steam in a really bad place. That's always the risk with some of these call-ins when they're properly balanced, that is. So FeriG here not going for that all-in, but instead Panzer Commando will be going for Panther 3s, or will be going for Armored Reserves. We'll have to see. DevM at least having more success with fuel now, even if it's not wildly smooth sailing. South side, of course, be open a bit more. Might honestly also be an idea here for DevM to consider some more troops. Oh, M1340 hit the mine. Mine paid off here. At least for now. The question, of course, is does DevM have the ability to finish it off? And he doesn't. The M1340 escapes. Less than 10 points left. Situation here for DevM is getting uncomfortably hot here. Going for the Sherman. Rushing the ground southwards. Note, of course, that with one of its new veterans, one ability can actually decapture points at a pretty good pace. So, DevM, of course, it's about rendering those victory points neutral. Thumbs up. Sherman slid arriving here. You need to get forces in, secure some more points here. He needs to stop the bleeding. And if anything, he needs to start bleeding FeriG. Can DevM manage? I mean, he's almost got the Sherman ready. Telecording the machine gun position in the center. Ernst ordering the rest of the team to vacate the premises. Very close call there. Had he been like a second or two slower, that building would have collapsed on top of his machine gun crew. That would have definitely been very good for DevM. And here we see FeriG ultimately does go for Armored Reserves here. Obviously means the late game will be significantly more impactful, but on the other hand, it definitely also means there's going to be some time of things just don't happen. And this could be an opportunity then for DevM to, like, turn the game around, like, really push in while DevM is trying to set up for something. That's always the risk. In particular, trying to go for the target tank, that could give DevM a huge opportunity to, like, really, like, crack this match open and maybe turn around in his favor. So definitely not without risks there for FeriG, what he's doing now. Mine's going off, though.
Attention, we have Tiger heavy tanks available to us.
So will he go for the Panther 4 here, or has FeriG truly set his eyes upon the Tiger tank? And we'll find out soon enough anyways, because he's got the resources for the Panther 4 or the double Stoogs. So if he doesn't go for that anytime soon, he's definitely going for a Tiger tank. And again, that could be exactly here what DevM needs, like, wrest control of this match out of FeriG's hands. And there you go, dropping in Paris up north here, by the northern point. We got the lone best air squad defending it. DevM definitely leaning hard into the battle group now here. There's here up north being caught by the Sherman. And there you go, moving up, Saddle Charge, I think, there. Yup, hoping that maybe FeriG wasn't paying attention. And there you go, kaboom, ruining the interiors. And perhaps a few priceless paintings. There we go, tank rushing in still. Got the point runner neutral here. Even doesn't grab it. That can still buy DevM crucial time versus FeriG as FeriG continues his slow march there towards the Tiger tank.
Proximity alarm near our victory point.
Got Rajkot defending the southern point here. He's taking no chances against FeriG. He knows his lone victory points.
We have lost control of a victory point.
German causing neat repairs due to that engine damage. Still, ooh, anti-tank negative crude, and of course FeriG there not missing a beat. They're just about destroying it fast. Thumbs up. Definitely seen some players lose matches because they did not do this as soon as they got an opportunity. And FeriG is clearly not looking to repeat that particular mistake. So thumbs up there to FeriG. And of course it just makes things tougher there for DevM. Not that he's dealing with a large amount of tanks at the moment, but still, it's good for the light vehicles, and of course, once the Tiger tank hits, it would also be very good there for intimidating the Tiger tank with its arm-piercing rounds. Sneaking the M1340 southwards. 449 73. Prepared for the move, noting no upgrades due to ammunition shortage here for DevM. Going straight up the center, even the southern point being threatened here. Ace level Greyhound here out of DevM. That is definitely not great news there for his opponent. Extra range, rate of fire, and health there, definitely making it a fair bit spongy. In fact, with the armored side skirts, it ends up having, like, close as much of health there as, like, well, not a medium tank like the Sherman, but actually has the same amount of health as a light tank like the M1340. Possibly with some upgrades. Yeah. North here, another paratroop drop here. DevM is committed to the course. Almost got the punch takers, and down they go. Plus the Pack 38. He should destroy that. He can't make off with them. There's also an MD34. This was a really good push there for DevM. Of course, he needs really good pushes because he does not have a lot of margin for, like, errors, so he needs the good pushes. He needs to do serious damage here to FeriG. And now, FeriG's calling the Tiger tank here, 508th Schwerer Panzerabteilung, providing heavy armor support here for the 16th. And of course, this will make things challenging for DevM. Like, he's basically got a Sherman to deal with the Tiger tank, and that's about it. Like, he's gonna need anti-tank guns, well, a lot of Hellcats. Bazookas, of course, with the paratroopers is definitely also an option. And he's in fact going for another Sherman, thumbs up. But the Tiger tank, yeah, Hellcat, will probably, at least with what he's got at the moment, do him more good. Fixing up the Ace Greyhound there. Of Of course, lots of units in need of healing reinforcement here for DevM. And it actually hasn't gone for advanced logistics. That's definitely something it also wants happening in the near future. I think most players at this stage would have had it researched, so... But at the same time, DevM's been under so much pressure, he's really had this need, of course, to take out fast. I don't blame him for not going for it, though. It's definitely one of those cases we can, like, really see why he hasn't done it, because, again, if he did, he might just have been lost at this point, so... By the way, M18 Hellcat has arrived here for DevM. We also got the rocket run here. Select it. U-34 setting up. Parachute from the bazookas, Hellcat moving forwards. Ace bite there, dodges it all. Very good luck there for FeriG. Greyhound Sherm flank the south here, looking to try and ramp it up. But at the same time, though, FeriG not missing a beat. They're sneaking up the southern victory point. He knows again how low DevM is on victory points. And so if he just keeps like DevM having to like basically push for all the victory points in some way or the other at the same time, it can really force like DevM to have to thin out his forces much more than he's even remotely comfortable with. This could be a way for FeriG to score a win. Defend the southern point here up north going in here. Flak filling with its armor-piercing rounds. Bite there being ripped apart. Can he take it out here? Yes, he does get it. Close call though.
A unit has died in service.
Small win there for DevM.
We must reconnect with them.
But he needs to, well, blow up a lot more stuff. Meanwhile, FeriG going hard north here. Tanks and flak films moving in. Captain there falling back, just DevM now withdrawing for now. He's got the point. And there's, like, he's got no way of stopping these vehicles up north anyway, so rather than keep them around getting them, you know, absolutely blown to bits, he just withdraws them. So thumbs up there. Smart move, I think, there by DevM. Sometimes you need to know when to fight and when not to fight. And that was definitely a case of not to fight. Down troops rushing forwards here. Grand points in south. Again, well, grabbing but just decapturing. And again, this is also quite fine. Again, arguably very powerful for the USF, who has like a lot of similarly powerful things like that.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
But again, it's another way for DevM to like just push map control. To, like just try and like hurt FeriG's economy. So DevM's made quite the comeback here, though again, a bit on the edge there, things. And FeriG preparing for a head-on assault here. Tiger tank, light tank, special air being brought up. DevM bit shorter there. So actually committing forces up north again. Mines being laid down, clearly concerned about potential flank assaults there. Thumbs up to FeriG, but good at foresight. And we got totally called in here. Will FeriG use this opportunity to push center? Or will he push north? Or will he just not push at all? Looks like FeriG's using this push in the center. Even probe in the south here. Of course, FeriG in some respect does have more room for risks because he does have a good victory. Holy smokes, that shot from the Tiger tank almost took out the entire rifle squad, leaving DevM's men there, not but stumps in some cases. Triple cap again here. DevM really getting those hits in there, but again, not all smooth sailing either. But with every moment, DevM does seem to close the gap between him and FeriG just a bit more. Gains just a bit more control. And inflicts just a bit more harm there onto FeriG. Adding the pinhole machine there to the Tiger, perhaps? No? Sounds like it. Also note this night vision sight. This is not something I think they ever actually applied to the Tiger tank. It was only like Panthers that really received that. That was very late 1944-45 stuff there. And they had to be used in conjunction with these massive infrared projectors. I believe so. Another fun fact. Anyways, still looks cool, but you know, not quite accurate.
Victory point under enemy control.
Hellcat's on the way there. More for DevM. Again, the Tiger tank is definitely one of his bigger threats there, looming above him. Oh, bunched up paratroopers got shredded here by the Tiger tank. And a what? And FeriG here, calling in the cavalry, in this case the Sturmgeschütze. 2 thumbs up. Things for DevM really just went pear-shaped. Like that one shot there on the bunched up paratroopers. That really like just hit DevM where it hurts. And he lost his bazooka paratroopers at that. So that was a big win there for FeriG tactically. Very big win. He's pulling in the Sturmgeschütze center, backed up by a half-tack. In fact, 2 half-tacks. Need to be careful, does like run into like a trap. He's using the half-tacks basically to sort of act as expendable armor for their Stugs. Cheeky strategy there from FeriG. But there you go. Quickly turn the tables here against FeriG. 1 half-tack down, needs to pop smoke, disengage. That's actually one thing worth noting. He has reset the smoke, but I haven't actually seen him use the smoke a lot there. Bit of an oversight. Strafing run there. Dodged by the Tiger tank. Panther Thief's in the way of FeriG. Hellcat's going for it. Almost got the other Stug. And a tragic blow there to FeriG. Oh. Painful. But good play there by DevM, all things considered. Probably did help that the M1340 wasn't there to assist either. For DevM, that is. It's like he's like tipped the scales more in favor here of FeriG. 262 versus 50 here though. This is in heavy repairs, and of course DevM will just need some more stuff. FeriG's got that Panther 3 ready, the Model L. There's the area and flak flanking got the north points here. And now FeriG descends upon all 3 points here. Goes for triple cap again. He knows he just did a lot of damage here to DevM, and he basically can force DevM type to commit forces that are already weakened, not ready to this. So it's a very aggressive yet also confident move here by FeriG. One that puts DevM into like an incredibly bad position no matter what. Because again, like, he can't really afford to, like, wait this out and to get stuff repaired, so very efficient move here. Does get the northern point, south point there. Best area push back in. At least he captured the point. But again, he's willing to risk here. He's willing to risk them and tightening forwards. M1340, Panther move here. 22 points left. Might lose the best area, but if this works out for FeriG, it's obviously not going to matter. But again, there's definitely cases where this backfires on a player where they're like, you know, they're going too hard and then lose everything. Round squad fire knocked out. Greyhound's got it taken up with the Panther 3 here. Massive blows here to DevM. FeriG absolutely just beating him silly here. So many wipes down here in DevM. Hellcat the Rabbit engaging the Panther 3. Sherman on the move there. More Hellcats for DevM. And we got air reconnaissance here. Probably looking to set up for like a good carpet run. Oh, carpet bombing, in rocket run. I'm just used to carpet bombings that, you know, my mind just automatically goes from instead of assuming it's a rocket run there. Machine hop the southern Germans as they push that point here. Or maybe not setting up for the rocket run, just getting a idea that's like, you know, where FeriG is so we can actually exploit that maybe in some way. So all the way, thumbs up to DevM though. Air recons can definitely be, I think, a very overlooked ability. But DevM definitely knows the value of good intelligence on your opponent. More Hellcats. I mean, he's definitely just hyper-focused on the tanks. Then get rid of them. He definitely has a good chance to do some damage there to FeriG and maybe win this match still. 256 versus 19. 250 feet versus 19. DevM is holding on here like a madman.
The enemy has lowered our victory points to 250.
There's air rushing for the southern victory point. M1340 moving forwards. Engage there with Hellcat. Third Hellcat almost done. Paratroopers in trouble with the flak feeling. Close call, almost had it there, but then ultimately fell through. Panther Fleet pushing forward, could risk losing it, needs to get the Hellcat out of there. DevM, I think, trying to measure things, and yeah, he ended up measuring incorrectly, losing the Hellcat to the Tiger tank. Blackfin, the kind of forgotten, he could get knocked out. Very good chance here. He hasn't really smoked a lot there. I think maybe like once or twice up north, but for the most part, FeriG doesn't use it a lot, it seems. But yeah, he's
Withholding reinforcements until commanded.
actually losing ground here.
Follow a victory point.
I feel like he could perhaps next be a bit more aggressive at some of the earlier points here. But DevM's also like just putting up a really good fight here. Like just the way he's winging around his units. It's looking for like, you know, easy chance to like just score some hits there onto FeriG. Like, you know, pick apart the weaker elements. Like, he's not trying to take out the Tiger tank first. He's trying to pick apart everything else. So at one point, the Tiger tank ends up isolated because an isolated Tiger tank is a lot less powerful. And there, good rocket run here. I think he's just doing to try and put pressure there on FeriG here. In this case, actually get more damage to the Tiger tank means it's going to spend time just being repaired. This is actually pretty big for DevM as well, because if he rushes in now, it risks getting knocked out by the Hellcat, which could very well be a GG moment. So DevM, he's like really staging hell combat. In fact, DevM here, oh, hits a mine! Hits a mine. Good foresight with FeriG, expecting perhaps something like this in the future. He actually mined a good time ahead there, but still, you can see there, DevM is trying to take out, you know, the Tiger tank here. He sensed the opportunity again, thanks to the air reconnaissance. He knew how much damage he did. And it's looking like, you know, maybe deliver some hits here. Up north, though. Bessier rushing for the point here. Relying on the swift mobility to get to the point up north there. Thumbs up to FeriG here. More mines. Again, the mines are really coming in clutch now here for FeriG against them. Third Hellcat on the way. Second Panther Fleet's almost done here. Bessier about to get wiped out. Ace Sherman. Wipe the Bessier. Not exactly lost here. I think FeriG can afford at this point. And he still has more room to give off, but still it's not great. Another mine goes off under the paratroopers. FeriG's armored fist here is ready. Paratroopers there about to join the Bleeding Eagles there, but not careful. And wiped. Going straight for the Hellcat here. Meanwhile, flanking with the other Hellcat against the Tiger tank. Tanking from several sides here.
Victory point under enemy control.
19 versus 144 here. M3040 charging in. The armor piercing rounds activated. Using the Hellcat almost as bait to keep like the armor from like, you know, getting too coordinated here. And gets lucky. Shot misses. Almost got the M3040, he gets it! He's picking apart here FeriG's armored forces. It's very much a defeat in detail here. A victory in detail. All the way, he's crashing here. FeriG slowly but steadily. Rocket run going there, almost had the Tiger tank. He was really betting on it. Again, this is incredibly well-handled action by DevM. Like, top-notch stuff. Holy smokes. Absolutely one for the history books. This is, This is absolutely top-notch stuff. You really only get out of companies one, honestly. Fantastic stuff here. We can see these armors isolated all over the place here. And FeriG's... like, he's trying to coordinate it all now. Like, again, the way that DevM is just constantly poking from different angles here really puts a lot of pressure. He did get the Hellcat there.
Our victory point is being neutralized by the enemy. We shall hold reinforcements until instructed otherwise.
He's also relying again on the fact that it does have to take time to, like, you know, move the turret around here. So he's really sneaking in some shots here. Really sneaky play there by DevM. This is like some serious high-level play that you just really don't get otherwise. And the Panther Fleet takes the opportunity, catching DevM unprepared. He moves in and could very well finish off the Hellcat, punishing DevM for forgetting about it. What a play there by FeriG. God dang it. 2 thumbs up. He also got a Panther 4 out here with assault grenadiers. FeriG pulling in there.
HQ shall be reinforced, Commandant.
87, there you go. Rocket run on the... Oh, it's aircon. It's not rocket run. It's artillery. It's still on cooldown. Got the Panther 3, the Panther 4 arriving. Moving in front of the Hellcat.
We have 75 points remaining.
Almost hit the Panzer Pioneers. Ace Tiger tank, by the way. Completely missed it just with everything else going on there. This is... Another Hellcat ready here for DevM.
Tiger tank. Let's make it personal.
What an absolutely bonkers fight.
You need to send the message.
Going for the Tiger tank. DevM is going all in here. Lost the Hellcat. I think he's trying to set up for somehow rocket run here to get it all in one go. No. He's down to just a Sherman machine gun ending years. And there we go. There's GG. Holy smoke. So close yet so far. That was an absolutely intense match there. That was really difficult to call at times. Jesus. 2 thumbs up there. Absolutely game of the year stuff there. Spectacular. So, GG. Hope you enjoyed this match or learned something from it. I mean, I definitely say there's a lot to learn from there if you can, like, spot it. So thank you all for joining in. This is Imperial Ancient. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another Sunday episode. Bye, everyone.